Yo, what is going on, you guys? Mamba gang, Mamba army, Laker fans, Kobe fans, basketball fans, and best of all, the millions, thousands, and hundreds of my fans out there in the world, man. Welcome back, you guys. It has been quite a while since I last posted a full-on video like this, and I do want to apologize, but I did give you guys a warning the last video or so, or maybe a couple videos or so prior to this one, about my procedure or surgery that I was going to get done. And I know you guys can't tell right now, but I'm still recovering. Yes, I'm still recovering. I've been posting a little bit about what I went through on my personal Instagram, and it's funny because I'm speaking to you guys right now in confidence, but just to give you guys a little bit of an insight of what I've been going through, I'll show you guys. And if you guys are not prone to looking at, I guess, odd things, which is, this shouldn't be that bad, but let me just show you guys. Look away now if you're one of those that kind of gets freaked out. So yes, guys, I am actually toothless at the moment. So I've been wearing this what they call flipper or fake tooth or temporary tooth for the moment, and that's because I recently went through a surgery in my mouth. So let me pop this thing back in so it doesn't look like I'm talking weirdly without a tooth on that. But yeah, you guys, so back to normal. As you guys can see or tell, I have this little flipper, as they call, like a fake tooth, temporary tooth in the meantime. It's kind of uncomfortable. I talk with a lisp, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of feedback because I think I owe it to you guys for always supporting me and everything like that. But I've just been going through the recovery process. It was about 2-3 weeks that I was not being able to eat solid foods. I had stitches in my mouth. It was really uncomfortable. I actually did not get this little fake tooth about till 2 weeks ago or so. So I've been dealing with it since then, and it's just been one of those type of things that you just gotta deal with life-wise. And I'm taking it as an example of just having that mama mentality. Am I enjoying this process? No. Do I wish I had my tooth and all that and everything? Yes, but it's one of those things that just happens, man. I had an accident when I was a kid, and unfortunately I had to go through this process years later because that tooth in front gave out. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in with my life story. But aside from that, man, thank you guys so much for still returning, continuing to support me here. I've been constantly posting on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of more shorts on here because it's short form content that I don't have to really show my face to. And yeah, man, TikTok as well, I've been posting on there. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick update about my life, but also get into it with a couple of things that have been going on in the Kobe world. First and foremost, man, I know there's been a lot of Kobe slander going on the last month, a couple of weeks or so. I believe Matt Barnes came out and said something recently on one of the podcasts, I believe All the Smoke podcast, about how there's been a lot of Kobe slander, a lot of Kobe mouthing off of his reputation. Gilbert Arenas was kind of throwing shots at him. T-Mac kind of cleared up his stance of what he had said this past 2 weeks or so. And a lot of people, especially us Kobe fans, had an uncomfortable feeling when we hear our other basketball players that we grew up watching talk like this, because when Kobe was here, all this Kobe slander was not even heard of. Everyone praised and loved Kobe when he was here. 5 years later, after his passing, it's kind of like D Wade is coming out like, Kobe didn't deserve MVP back in 2010, and all these little shots are getting thrown at Kobe when he can't really even defend himself. So I appreciate all the, like, Kendrick Perkins, Matt Barnes. There's been a lot of other players that have came out and actually defended Kobe, which I do appreciate. But I just wanted to get some info from you guys. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with Instagram, social media, of all the slander that's been going on. And it's just, D-Wave, T-Mac, came out and said a couple comments that at the same time we might have taken out of context. So that's why it becomes a little thin line when it comes to, who the GOAT is, who's better, Kobe or LeBron, all that stuff. I just think it's kind of rude, especially because Kobe's not here to defend himself or say much about it, that these people that always were his friends now are coming out and kind of speaking out like this. But let me know down in the comments below if you guys know what I'm talking about. Aside from that, man, it has been a crazy release week with Kobe's, actually weeks. The past 2 to 3 weeks, man, we've had Air Force One Kobe, those soft yellow pair that resembled, I believe, when he was in the cast shooting free throws. He had his pajamas on. So I took an L on that pair. I was really looking forward to getting the W on that one. I really love the details on that shoe, the concept that, Nike came out with as far as, his old pajama wearing, he was shooting free throws, he was injured and all that, and then just kind of put it onto his shoe. Really crazy. And not only that, it's on an Air Force One, and they added some different type of technology in the insole, makes it more comfortable. But I did take a look at that pair in person at a local sneaker shop, and it kind of, I'm gonna be honest, it didn't really catch my attention like I need it. Would I have loved to get it for retail? Yes, but I believe resale right now for that shoe is around $250 to $280 at the high point, depending on the size. But if I come across a pair in the near future for a decent price, I'm talking lower 200s, I'll probably, end up getting it, but I'm not in a rush to get that. Second off, we had the Kobe 5 PE of the Caitlin Clarks. I took an L on that shoe as well. Very limited shoe, very limited shoe. I believe Dick's had a raffle on their online or app, and then also Sneakers app, and that was pretty much it. I think I did see a couple of Foot Lockers have pairs, but not every Foot Locker like some of the other Kobe's have done in the past. I actually am surprised I took an L on that shoe because I ended up using a lot of head starts or boost on the Foot Locker app, and I still didn't hit, man. So I do believe those Caitlin Clarks are pretty limited. But the thing is that they're not really going for much in my eyes for being such a limited shoe. $350 to $380 on the high price point, depending on the size. Once again, I'm thinking for a higher limited type shoe to be around the $400, $450 mark. I am glad it's only around $350, $360, $370. But I believe there's not a lot of demand. That colorway is kind of iffy. It is something new and stuff, but that colorway is not something that a lot of people are looking for. So there's that. And then today we had the release of the Air Force One all white Kobe. So those are beautiful, such a summer vibe type of shoe, all white. You can't go wrong with an all white Air Force One, and then you put some Kobe logos and Kobe name to it, and it just goes perfect. And that shoe, I actually did end up hitting on it, so really stoked. I actually got 2 pairs of those because you guys know, man, all white Air Force Ones, you need a couple of pairs of those, man. And I'm a huge fan. If you guys been watching me for a while, you guys know that Air Force One was my staple shoe that started off my sneaker addiction back like in the early 2000s, back when Nelly was making Air Force One video, and a lot of rappers and basketball players were Air Force Ones or wearing Air Force Ones. So that shoe is just staple. Now you put Kobe's logo, Kobe name on it. It's just beautiful. I have to have it. So that's it with that, man. I believe the next coming up Kobe releases are in September, but we do have prior to that August. This month, I'm not quite sure what's releasing this month as far as Kobe's here in July, but August, it is obviously we have Kobe's birthday and then Kobe Day 8/24. So we'll see what Nike and Vanessa have in store for us around that time. I've heard September is going to be the release of the Kobe 6 Total Orange, that orange pair. But aside from that, man, I'm curious to know how you guys have been doing the last 2 to 3 weeks with Kobe releases, the Kobe slander. Update me with everything you guys been going on, man. I kind of gave you guys an update on me. I'm curious to know about you guys. You guys are the reason why I'm here and the reason why we are, pretty much all together and kind of keeping the Kobe legacy alive. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, thank you guys for all the love, the support on Instagram, TikTok, all the social media platforms on here, man. Wherever you're watching, all across the country, there's been a lot of craziness going on in the world the last couple of months too, man. Hope every one of you guys is staying safe, sane, and just having gratitude for everything you have in life. And always exercising your Mamba mentality and becoming the best version of yourself. I always emphasize that above all the shoes, all that Kobe stuff, all the gear, all the clothing, all that. Always become a better version. Invest in yourself, man. That's the best investment you can do. Become the best version of yourself. Try a new hobby, learn a new skill. Just get out of your comfort zone and, become a better person overall, man. With that being said, I'm glad to have you guys, I'm glad to actually be speaking a little bit more confidently, especially with the surgery I just went through. And man, I'm hoping to be posting a little bit more consistently going forward. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.